welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are jumping right into a highly visual, interactive, guided tour of a software landscape we literally visit every single day, but honestly, rarely explore to its fullest potential. We are demystifying the Microsoft Word 2026 Complete Guide. If you've ever wrestled with formatting, stared blankly at a wall of menus, or lost, an entire hour just trying to fix your page margins, well, you are exactly in the right place. Think of me as your enthusiastic tour guide. We're going to visually map out exactly how this incredible workspace operates from the ground up.
And here is our agenda. It's actually built just like our very own Word ribbon, serving as a map for today's tour through the software's different neighborhoods. We'll hit 1. The interface map, 2. Core creation, 3. Shaping up, 4. Pro tools, and finally, 5. Final polish.
All right, Section 1, the interface map. Let's dive right in and understand the core structural anatomy of the software. To truly master Word 2026, you absolutely have to understand its spatial hierarchy. It's brilliant when you break it down visually like this. Step 1, you have the tabs at the very top. Think of these as the rooms of a house you're walking into. Step 2, inside each room, you have groups, which act like organized toolboxes. And step 3, inside those toolboxes are the commands, the individual tools or buttons you use to actually perform specific actions. Grasping the simple architectural rule, it's a game changer. You'll never aimlessly click around looking for a feature ever again.
And this perfectly illustrates our main hallway, the core tabs, stretching all the way from File over to View. This is your primary navigation menu. Seriously, whenever you're lost or trying to add something new to your page, just look up here. These are the doors to absolutely everything Microsoft Word can do.
Now, the big question when you're staring at a totally blank page is, where do we actually start building? We have all these distinct rooms, right? But which one acts as your day-to-day workspace? That brings us to Section 2, Core Creation. Follow me into the Home and Insert tabs, the absolute foundation of our document.
The Home tab is basically your daily toolbox. It's where you'll easily spend 80% of your time writing and structuring. You've got the font group for your bolding and colors, and the paragraph group for alignment and lists. But the real secret weapon here? The Styles group. Instead of manually highlighting, changing font sizes, and bolding every single header over and over, you use preset styles like heading 1 through 4. It allows for rapid-fire text formatting and guarantees absolute structural consistency across your entire document with just one click. Huge time saver.
Next up, let's open the door to the Insert tab. Just like the name implies, this is where we bring outside elements into our page. Tables, pictures, online videos, hyperlinks. This is your dedicated portal to the outside world.
Now, a standout feature you absolutely have to explore here is SmartArt. It is literally a game changer. SmartArt lets you create visual diagrams to represent processes or relationships. With just a couple of clicks, you instantly transform a boring, text-heavy bulleted list into a dynamic, professional visual diagram. You want to impress your boss or clients without opening a separate graphic design app? This is exactly where the magic happens.
Okay, so we have our raw content down, but how do we make this giant wall of text actually look, good? How do we give it that cohesive, professional flair? Let's step into Section 3, Shaping Up, where we look at the Design and Layout tabs to build our document's overall aesthetic and physical structure.
The Design tab controls the global look of your file. And global is the key word here, folks. Instead of formatting line by line and risking a mismatched mess, applying coordinated themes, colors, and fonts here gives everything a polished, unified feel instantly. You set the universal paragraph spacing, add effects, or even drop in page backgrounds like a confidential watermark that applies to every single page automatically.
Meanwhile, the Layout tab acts as the physical skeleton of your document. You're adjusting the literal boundaries here. Tweak your margins, flip your page orientation from portrait to landscape, and choose your paper size. You can even set up multi-column text so it reads like a newspaper, or insert precise breaks, line numbers, and hyphenation for complex, multi-chapter formatting.
All right, taking a quick pollination break with our 2026 guide mascot, this wonderfully busy little bee. Take a breath, let all that structuring knowledge settle in, because next we are tackling the heavy-duty stuff.
Break time is over. Section 4, Pro Tools. Let's confidently step into the References and Mailings tabs.
Inside the References tab, which is purpose-built for academic and high-level professional work, you've got a crucial distinction that trips a lot of people up: footnotes versus endnotes. It's simple once you map it out.
Footnotes drop your supplemental references right at the bottom of the current page you're on, while EndNotes compile all those citations neatly at the very end of your entire document.
Now, over to the Mailings tab. If you are sending mass communications, this is unequivocally your best friend. You can create envelopes, labels, and best of all, utilize the Start Mail Merge feature for letters, emails, or directories. Instead of manually pasting names hundreds of times, Mail Merge links a contact database and automatically generates personalized documents for every single recipient in seconds. Hours of tedious manual labor gone instantly.
So, we've built the text, globally formatted the layout, and added our professional citations. But before we send this off, we have to ask, is our document truly ready for the world? Are there any lingering mistakes hiding in there? Let's head into our final rooms for Section 5, Final Polish, the Review and View tabs.
Think of the Review tab as your ultimate proofreading and collaboration hub. You've got your essential spelling and grammar checks, plus a thesaurus and word count. But it is way more capable than that. You can translate text for multilingual documents, compare two different versions side by side to perfectly track team edits, and even protect the file so nobody accidentally deletes your hard work before it goes out. Finally, over in the View tab, alongside the basic visual tools like zooming and window controls, we find some seriously advanced power user features hiding right in plain sight for automating tasks.
This brings us to macros, the absolute peak of workflow efficiency. Macros record or run automated tasks. It's fascinating. If you find yourself doing the exact same repetitive sequence of formatting clicks every single week, just use a macro to essentially record yourself doing it once. Then, you repeat those complex actions quickly in the future with a single click. Watching a macro run on autopilot, instantly executing 20 clicks in half a second, it honestly feels like magic and saves a massive amount of effort.
We've walked the entire hallway, folks, explored the rooms, opened the toolboxes, and examined the tools. You now possess the complete, intuitive, visual map of this workspace in your mind. So the only question left is, what masterpiece are you going to build next with your newly mastered Word 2026 toolkit?